Well, hello. It's loading up still. What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. Yeah, it's been a while, as per usual. I know I say that every time, right? But here we are on a Monday evening. I said, screw it, let's do it. And then I was delayed. I started the stream and everything, got the start thing going, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom right now. And then I felt the need to come here and share that with all of you. Hope everyone's having a good night tonight so far. We're gonna go back to Armored Core. I'm gonna try to clean my glasses here so I can see. I'm just so prepared tonight. Anyway, that made it worse. God, these things are a scam. Riveting gameplay. That's what you come here for, right? I need to get that spritz stuff. I was at work one day and I share an office with the other nurse I work with, and I said to her, I was like, oh my God, people who have who carry around that glasses cleaner spray, man. It's so pretentious. And then she reached over, opened up her desk drawer, and showed me her bottle of spritz stuff. Yeah. Thankfully, we have a good working relationship, so she wasn't too offended by me jamming my foot in my mouth. Oh yeah, here we are. So, my God, I don't even remember what the heck we were doing. I mean, I understand that we fought some. Okay, we're all caught up here. It looks like. Did we do these? Yeah, I guess so. I think it's probably the last thing we did. We got some new sorties and whatnot. I almost wonder if I should do like a. I mean, I'm sure I'll pick it up sooner rather than later, right? It's not like practicing on a previous mission's gonna, you know, make me hit the wrong button any less. Okay, so we're in chapter 4. I think there are 5 chapters. So I don't know quite where we are measuring up. I want to see what I have equipped. This all looks good. The Scudder. That's been my. I've been using that for most of the game. Let's see here. I guess we keep this the way it is. What's my button to check the. What's the button? Toggle display? Yeah, okay. Alright, so I think that I'm trying to just remember if we had things set up for like arena play. I was sticking with the. Yeah, I think we're good. I mean, I can screw with stuff later if it's not working for us, but I think we should just jump right into it. You know, it's a Monday night, like I said. I don't have tons of time, so but it's been long enough, and I did promise to replay this game or to finish this game. So we're gonna see what we're up to.
Back to work, 621.
Yeah, back to work indeed.
Depth 3 is next, and it's where our intel gets sparse. It's an underground cave, blocked at the end by a high-powered laser barrier. As long as it's in operation, no one's getting any deeper inside.
That's what she said.
Which brings me to the job. The laser is powered by a massive reactor.
Laser
I want you
beams.
to destroy it from the inside. Once the barrier's down, we'll step into the unknown.
Into the
Where the coral's
unknown.
waiting for us.
Alright, so that's right. We're after the coral. We've abandoned all pretenses of being mercenary for hire. It's no longer about the money. We apparently have ulterior motives, or at least what's his name does. My employer. I don't know if they conflict with the voice in my head. What's her name? Arya? Something like that?
Main system activating combat mode.
Main system online.
Commence mission. Destroy the reactor and disable the laser.
Okay, alright, I've mastered the controls.
Start by finding our way in.
It's September 30th, so you know what that means. Means it's almost October. We're mere hours away from October. And golly, I can't wait. I have a game picked out to play for
Watch your footing. You don't want to fall into those lasers.
laser beams. Yeah, I really don't, do I? But I got a nice scare. Oh jeez. Oh, I'm being hit by laser beams. You're not gonna terminate this target.
Is defended by snipers. Don't let them shoot you
It's
down.
Waffle, the Leonard. What's happening, buddy? He's here. It's right. It's true.
Step up from intruder.
Okay. Where should I go here? So I'm taking major hits here from this.
No sign of the corporations. Looks like we're the first ones here.
Well, yeah, the only one's dumb enough to do this. Oh. Oh God. Thankfully, this thing doesn't seem to do that much damage. How you doing tonight, Leonard? Good to see you, buddy. Okay, so this is gonna... Oh, jeez. Hey. Alright. Yeah, it's been a while. I was saying right at the start of the stream here. It's been a little while since I've... oh, jeez. Been a minute. It sure has. Yeah, I have had some difficulties with the old motivation. It's not even the motivation so much as just the sheer lack of energy that I've had. You know, on my usual, ever since I went back to work, trying to okay. Nice. Okay, I'm trying to remember all my weapons here. All right, let's surgery stuff, sort of. It's a lot of it's just like trying to figure out a good way to incorporate streaming back into my routine after, you know, doing it in the mornings for so long. Did I get him? Okay, good. He's dead. I was worried about the laser beams. I was panicking. Yeah, I don't know if it's still like surgery related because I'm pretty far out now. And you know, you don't. I tell everybody you don't really feel like yourself for a year after a procedure like that. So we're still within that that time frame. Ooh, there we go. So, you know, I'm still willing to chalk it up a little bit to that. More surgery aftermath. Yeah. You haven't been on your computer at least a month. Yeah, it's you know, the summer's coming to a close, and you know, I think you know, kids are back to school and stuff, so we're just trying to. I think everyone's finding a new rhythm with the change of seasons here. Well, everybody's traveling in the summers, you know. Not me. I don't like traveling. To get my mech legs back. But how are you still alive? Where did you come from? But yeah, so I'm getting there. But I thought, you know, oh jeez, I thought maybe doing some more weekday streams would be part of the answer. Like, the thing is, like, I felt real good today. You know, I had a good day. I got plenty of energy today, which is rare. Are you still alive? Ah. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to take advantage of this and actually do a stream. And I, you know, obviously I have to work tomorrow, so it's not like I'll be able to go super late, but that's been the biggest thing, is that like on my normal weekend stream, like I'm up super duper late, and it's like I just can't do it anymore. I'm so old and lame. But starting a little bit earlier, you know, I can get, you know, sneak a couple hours in maybe during the week. It's nice having like a hard cutoff, because then it's like, okay, yeah, I can do it for 3 hours, you know. Now where do I go now? Yeah, so I'm hoping, you know, this is just kind of like a transitioning kind of period while I figure out what the heck to do with you know, my energy, and you know, just kind of give myself a break, because I thought for sure that thing was destroyed.
Out of there before it explodes, 621.
Oh god, great. Oh, the heck was I saying? Oh no! Look what they've done to me. Oh, I am just really allowing myself to get crushinated here.
It's Institute Tech. 621, there's no time. Get rid of it.
Ooh, this thing's wrecking me. Why am I not firing the weapons that I'm trying to fire? 2 minutes! Whoa! I don't know if this thing's worth it. This thing is wrecking the crap out of me. And I can't, the grenades aren't touching it. I'm doing no damage to this thing. Is there like another place to go? Upper area limit. You telling me I got 2 minutes to kill this tanky son of a gun? I almost said a cuss. Oh my, that thing obliterated me. Totally deserved. Wow. Oh, I have to destroy the pressure chamber. Okay. So just go back and destroy this thing again. But yeah, just basically I'm trying to give myself a little break and, you know, not put too much pressure on myself while I'm still within that first year of you know, healing from the surgery and stuff. But I do miss it a lot. I really miss doing the day. I am shocked at, honestly, how much I enjoyed that. I shouldn't say shocked, but suck.
621, there's no time. Get rid of it.
You're just getting back into things. Oh boy. It's funny, I've been seeing a lot of, you know, I've been getting a lot of comments on this series on YouTube. And a lot of them are just, there's like one guy who's just like, he doesn't even know he could do this. Wow. I wish that he would stop doing that every time I have to stop to... Come on, move. Doesn't know the inner workings of the game on his first playthrough. Lol, noob. Gotta get him! Oh, his shield's up! I got a shield. Alright, we got him. How do we get out of here?
Did you get it?
Yes, I got it. Let me out.
Release the partitions.
What partitions? What the heck are you talking about? Let me out of here. Where do I go?
You've got a job to do, 621. Don't fail me now.
Raven,
involved. That was
Oh
a
boy,
close one.
that was a close one. 15 seconds I had. You've been traveling a lot. 2 trips to Philly and back. Wow. Once for a wedding, once for a concert. Spent a month in Europe. Wow.
The laser barrier's
Moving
weakening.
next week. Holy crap. That is like
The coral's near.
quadruple the amount of work I do in a year.
That's another solid milestone in our work.
That's awesome though. I mean, it sounds like it was a good time. But yeah, even when you're having a good time with that much, you're like you got to be wiped. Absolutely. I mean, all that traveling. Who was the concert that you went to go see? Man, that dude was no joke. Oh, okay. Very cool. There
How
was
was the trip
no
underground, Walter?
much of electronic artists.
Reinforcement system silent at least. Tried to take 621 with it. Good thing it failed.
That's
Well,
right. Good for me.
that deals with the PCA then. What about the corpse?
We're like PC
Arquebus told us
crap.
to wait before entering Terra Incognita.
So you're close then.
Also trying to kill Moxie, maybe he's let her respond. No
We'll help
worries.
each other over the finish line.
I'm honored you've chosen me to lurk with while
Arquebus wants
you
Balaam out of the picture first.
while you play Elden Ring.
Looks like Arquebus is gonna win the race no matter what.
Short term, maybe. But I think 621's going to be the key in the end. And that's why I shouldn't be the one to choose which jobs we
Europe,
take.
London, Croatia,
Sounds
Italy.
risky.
Wow.
Our friends must be getting antsy.
Maybe. But I think 621's got friends to worry
It's the
about.
time to do it, man. I do wonder, I've had a lot of, a lot of people I work with and, are friends with will go traveling and things like that. And,
Raven?
my sister had gone near Spain to,
go with the order from Arquebus. It was sent by Middle Flatwell.
what's the country that's right attached to Spain there?
Liberation Front, and he wants to meet you.
Portugal. That's the one. I couldn't think of it. She went there. She said it was beautiful out there.
One new message.
Portugal, yeah.
Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Your records have been updated.
Right, I'm the only true Raven.
S-rank virtual encounters are now available.
Oh,
in
we're
the
up to
arena.
S rank.
You will now
Ooh.
face the best of the best.
The best of the
We wish
best.
you luck on the difficult road to mastery.
Cool. We won't be checking the arena just yet. This guy's crushing you. What's your build? Moog is rough, man. He's a rough one. Have you been able to start the DLC at all yet? Dex build. That's been my favorite so far. Of the I've done like 4 different builds, and Dex has been easily the most fun. I did Dex Faith, so I mean that had a lot to do with it. I'm sure I went High Faith as well. Oh, that's why you're fighting him now. Oh, you're close then. I didn't get very far in the DLC. It's not that I wasn't enjoying it. I just felt like maybe the game was overplayed for me by that point. Because there were some cool areas and stuff, but honestly, like I felt like there wasn't enough to keep me engaged. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. I just was like, I was bored, and that has not been the case for almost everyone else that I've talked to who has played it. They've all really said it was great and really elevated things, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just that I don't have time to sit and explore that world the way I want to. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe maybe I burned myself out on Souls games for a bit. I'll have to go. I plan on going back. I would like to finish it, But I mean, I guess maybe part of it was that I spent a lot of time before getting a chance to play it watching streamers play it, and so there wasn't much there that I was like surprised by. I kind of knew what I was in for. Okay. Ooh, accompanied by friendly craft. That sounds fun. Destroy enemy AC. Destroy enemy AC and eliminate enemy squad. So these are decisions. Okay. Intercept the red guns, ambush the Vespers. So I have to kill one of the people that... I don't want to eliminate the red guns. It's so big. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I got into it and I started exploring and I was just like, "Oh my god, I mean the area is enormous," which used to be a plus for me, and like now that I'm older, I'm just like, "Oh, I'm going to die before I explain before I explore this whole thing." And I do. I totally love Souls games. Um I just there's something about them. But I've been really enjoying the what did I play recently? I don't even remember. There's been a couple of good ones coming out. There was Anotria, looks pretty decent. I may wait for that one though for a Steam sale because it looks pretty good, but it also looks like a pretty clear first attempt at a Souls game from these guys. You're excited for Anotria? It looks really nice. The mechanics look cool, and I want to give it a chance because I if that's really their first effort, they've done something pretty amazing. So I won't hold that against them. Yeah. Um, I've been really the Souls game I keep going back to right now is Lords of the Fallen. I don't know what it is. For as much as that game infuriated me at times, like they just nailed it for me. I've been really enjoying that. I want to keep going back to try I want to unlock the other classes and like do the different builds and stuff. I'm struggling with the I'm not really I shouldn't really I'm doing like a dual weapon build right now, and I'm pretty far. But I'm not really jiving with the thrown weapons. Like I think I spoiled myself by playing a pyro. You have one ending left. That was not. Uh, I kind of like looked at it as like a trailer statement, like this fall you've seen the other endings, but get ready for the one ending you have left. You want to try later this fall? Yeah. It's one, I feel like that's one I'm going to consistently go back to, like the old Dark Souls games and stuff. Um, Elden Ring, I'm sure I'll revisit at some point, but it's just so big. What build was I struggling with? So I was doing, I wouldn't say I was struggling with it. It was, it was more of a dex, or I guess agility build. And like I did like dual swords, which is fun. But I feel like I spoiled myself a bit with the pyro because the pyro had a lot more interesting stuff to do and different things you could do with it. Whereas, like doing just a straight fighting build. What's the name of the class? It's a love letter to DS1. Yeah. So I think it was just more that it's not that I was struggling with the build itself. I'm anxious to try some of the other cool stuff I've seen in the game. I think the problem was that I should have started with a simpler build like that first, and then go. But I wanted to challenge myself and say, oh, let's do something that's the game says is challenging and do something magic-y and that was fantastic. But there's so much other stuff I want to explore, like the umbral magic and the radiant magic, and I chose the next class I chose was like, oh, no magic at all. Like you're just gonna throw some grenades every now and then. Dark Knight, not so much. Not a bonk build. I think I think it could be fun, but yeah, I feel like the game really shines with its like secondary, um, like your secondary attacks, whether it's thrown or I've heard even crossbows is a lot of fun. I should switch to something like that instead of the thrown weapons. I should try like the crossbows or something. But yeah, it seems to the way they've worked their magic system and stuff seems to really they've done some super cool things with that. All right, I don't want to intercept the red guns because I think aren't those the guy? Those are the guys like the yeah, go for it, like the super enthusiastic guy. I like him. These guys though, the Vespers, I'm not a huge fan of, and I'll be accompanied by a friendly craft, which I hope is what's his name, Rusty. I like Rusty. Maybe we'll get to fight with Rusty again. So these guys, this is worth a lot more money. Extra rewards based on number of enemies destroyed? That's a big payout. This one, not so much. It's like the game knows that you hate these guys more. Oh. Drama. There's drama happening behind me. I'm not in this for the money, clearly. I want to do this one. My gut tells me to do this one, because I like the red guns. Maybe I'll get like a better story reward or something. I don't know. That'll be, yeah, I have tons of money. I don't really need the money, and I don't really want to buy anything or change my build. So we're going to do it. We're picking this one. The delayed attacks? Yeah, I don't miss that.
Raven, I'll get straight to the point. Arquebus leads the corporate forces, emboldened by assimilated PCA technology. But there's
Here's one attack he gets you that is every time.
endless conflict between powers.
He's a cool boss, though.
An attack on their key forces. We want you to eliminate 2 of the Vespers' numbered officers. V5 Hawkins, their officer overseeing the transport corps. V8 Pater, his adjutant. We'll use false information to lure them out from their Depth 2 survey, then ambush them.
I don't think they're going to fall for that. They don't seem like the types that would.
It'll be a good opportunity to
Who is this guy? I hope I didn't accidentally select
your favorable response, Raven.
I don't want to make Rusty mad. I like Rusty. Simple over the head bonk attack. I feel like I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about because he has a weird timing. Because isn't it like, if it's what I'm thinking of, isn't it like the second or third attack in like a sequence? If I could be misremembering. I'm probably misremembering, but I feel like there was one and like the third one. I swear to God, every time I would try to time that third one, I would try it into the head. Oh. Trident to the head. I played bass for Trident to the head. Alright, we're jumping in. I lost focus for a minute there. My brain kind of zoned out. I apologize.
If he's accompanying you in person, he must be planning to take your measure.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission.
Alright, let's see what this... I feel like they're leading me into a trap.
The Liberation Front, Commander.
They're coming, Raven. Whenever the moment is right.
Look, sir.
Oh, hello.
Nothing new. So, looks like we've got wrecked instead.
the heck are you talking about? Did I just like jump down? That was all me, yeah. I guess I should have been paying attention. You guys are still talking like I care. Ow! I feel like I can hear that guy yelling at me already about this shield. Oh, he repaired. What a jerk. Oh, did he give up already? What a punk. This guy had like a full-on conversation with me. Oh, okay. Come on, move. Just call me Peter. Ow. When I die, I'll try this the right way. You're definitely getting worse at this boss? Yeah. I had that a lot when I was doing, I soloed Melania for the first time before I hit the DLC. And, I got a shield. Yeah, I'm done for. Okay.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Okay, so when he is it, you're talking about like nihil, nihil, nihil. That's the one. That's the one, right? So there is a okay. There's a couple tricks. So there's Moog's Shackle, which can kind of stun him for a bit of time. It's like a single use item, I think. I don't know if that interrupts that, but what I typically do, I think you can get far enough away from it, but don't quote me on that. But honestly, what I do is I just Estus through it. Like as soon as he starts doing it, like I just start hitting the Estus button, and so you end up having to waste like a bunch of Estus to kind of survive it. And then his phase 2 like totally sucks. So it's like and then you have like way less Estus.
This will be a joint operation with Middle Flatwell, the Liberation Front commander.
Okay, but what's the difference between if I stand here?
Coming, Raven. Whenever the moment is right.
All right, let's stand here this time.
What could this emergency call from V2 be about, sir?
That's just Snail being Snail, my boy. He loves to send his minions running.
Sir, there'll be trouble if he hears that kind of talk.
Targets confirmed. The tetrapod is piloted by V5 Hawkins. V8 Pater has the reverse joint AC.
Those are our 2 numbered Vespers.
Ready when you are. No! He was unaware! I effed it up. At least he's not too mad at me for doing it this time. Yeah, I can use a shield too, punk. Man, that songbird takes way too long to fire. Oh, and he healed. What a punk. Did you know that Y is not the Estes button? You are preaching to the choir. I am the master of hitting the wrong button. Oh, I died. Ah, quit your whining. You weren't helping, punk. Fission mailed. Alright, so maybe this time if I move, though, is the thing. Like, if I move, then I will end up...
Main system activating combat mode.
I will end up alerting them. If I just move forward a little bit, just like that.
Joint operation with Middle Flatwell, the Liberation Front commander.
They're coming, Raven. Whenever the moment is right.
You turned to the boss for Lords of the Fallen? Which one?
What could this emergency call from V2 be about?
I'm trying to think. He does bear a resemblance. To at least that aesthetic, which I think is why I like him so much.
His minions running.
Sir, there'll be trouble if he hears that kind of talk.
Targets confirmed. The Tetrapod is piloted by V5 Hawkins. V8 Pater has the reverse joint AC.
That's Pieta, isn't it?
Ready when you are, Raven.
Superficial damage.
There, we got a little extra shield, or man, just a quick little punk, aren't you?
Wasn't it, Peter? Would have been the first time Snail sent us running at a moment's notice.
Why are you talking so much?
Line inspected, sir.
Seems the Vesper's elites aren't easily managed. Well, trying to enforce.
Ow. I did not enjoy that.
Is this how we meet in person? See the other one's uncle Flatwood. The Liberation Front's being jealous.
My grenades are not hitting him at all.
Yes, sir. This'll be fun.
Neither is my Scudder, for that matter. I need to check my build. I need to check myself before I wreck myself. He tuned into her? Yeah. Yeah, Pieta. I can definitely see that. The wings and everything too? Yeah, I totally... I wonder if there was some inspiration there. Oh, I'm not doing anything to these guys. Come on. Nothing I'm firing at them is hitting. Alright, we need to definitely check the old build arena, because this ain't working, man. Looks like he's gonna, like, repair. Yeah, no crap, higher. Broke did it.
Always a pleasure, sir.
All right, let's look here. I feel like the Scudder's not doing much for us, but I don't know what the better option would be here. A bazooka? No, I think that's part of our problem. Laser. I kind of want to try the plasma rifle. Let's try. Let's try the Gatling gun. Does that put me overweight? No. I'm gonna lose some maneuverability. It's okay. And then up here, I think I'll try the plasma gun here. The Songbirds, maybe I should go with missiles. Plasma missile launcher is not gonna, like the vertical one's not gonna do much for me. But these ones fire forward, so that might work. Detonating missile launcher? Resound plasma. I think let's try that. We didn't lose a ton of boost speed, but it's not great. I should also remember that I have plasma armor. All right, let's try this.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. This will be a joint operation with Middle Flatwell, the Liberation Front commander.
They're coming, Raven. Whenever the moment is right.
Whenever the mood hits.
What could this emergency call from V2 be about, sir?
That's just Snail being Snail, my boy. He loves to send his minions running.
Sir, there will be trouble if he hears that kind of talk.
Targets confirmed. The Tetrapod is piloted by V5 Hawkins. V8 Peter has the reverse joint AC.
Those were our 2 numbered Vespers. Ready when you are, Raven.
Enemy attack! 2 HP, sir!
Ambush! Open fire!
That was a clever ruse. Wasn't it, Peter? Would have been the first time Snail kept us running at a moment's notice.
Took the bait, hook, line, and sinker, sir.
It seems that the Vespers elites aren't easily rattled. Well, try brute force. Raven! Is this how we get this? See the other one's Uncle Flatwell. The Liberation Front's being chased. Yes, sir. This'll be fun.
This attempt feels better, even though I'm sure that it's not going better.
Old-fashioned augmentation hasn't let you down. Well, you always were a hard worker. Should have known this wouldn't be easy.
I need to get closer to him with the Gatling gun. That's how that works.
Well played. I'm withdrawing. Finish it, Raven.
Right hand deposition at 50%. HP at 50%.
All right, one down.
Want to join Vespers?
Oh, what was happening there? I was like getting pulled in a direction. Is he crying?
It doesn't sound too bad.
At 30%.
Yeah, he's still gonna get me. But hey, this has gone swimmingly.
I've waited for this. This is the stepping stone that'll take me to the top.
It ain't over till it's over. Yikes! Ah, that was so close. This attempt at least feels better. Yeah, that went significantly better. I like this this setup is because like the problem is that with those explosives they do damage, but they got to hit to do damage.
Activating combat mode.
They weren't.
Commence mission.
Let me get to a better position here. Let me just kind of like, yeah, there we go.
They're coming, Raven.
We'll be totally inconspicuous on the ledge of this the ledge beyond the edge.
What could this emergency call from V2 be about, sir?
That's just Snail being Snail, my boy. He loves to send his minions running.
Sir, There'll be trouble if he hears that kind of talk.
Targets confirmed. The Tetrapod is piloted by V5 Hawkins. V8 Pater has the reverse joint AC.
Those were our two-numbered Vespers. Ready when you are, Raven.
Enemy attack! UAV, sir!
Ambush! Clear! Open fire!
That was a clever ruse. Wasn't it, Peter? Would have been the first time snail sensors running at a moment's notice.
Took the bait, hook, line, and sinker, sir.
See, Vespers and leads are easily rattled. Try brute force.
Yes, sir. Super fun, sir. Peter! Oh, we got him this time. There we go.
V5 Hawkins down. Both Vespers have been eliminated.
I think the worst feeling in a Souls game is when you Estus and while Estusing losing all of the heal you Estus. Yes. You're down a flask and you're still screwed? Yeah. That was the problem I was having with Dark Souls 2. Is that it's so... like, trying to heal in Dark Souls 2 is so slow. It is so painful. It's like you've decided for that moment in time to play Dark Souls in slow motion, but the rest of the enemies, they're not going in slow motion. So you heal, and then you barely watch the thing go up, and then you just get smashed for more than you end up with less than you started. Plasma thrower. What does that do?
One new message.
You have one new message.
About the request to attack the Red Guns. Sounds like V4 Rusty took care of it.
Aww.
Dead. Heard he went down fighting. Balaam's withdrawn from Rubicon. The politicians will be fighting there.
I mean, I could have fought with Rusty if I did the other mission.
There's coral. There's blood.
There's blood.
That's how it's always been, 621.
Gotta level that up. Yeah, I heard that that is attached to a stat.
Raven, are we?
I didn't realize that.
Start conflict wherever we go.
That is what we do, Ire. Alright, I want to see, what's this, which arm? Plasma mine launcher developed by All Mine launches a rotating unit that uses centrifugal force and thrust support to strike targets. Charge the weapon to scatter mines as the weapon swings, causing plasma explosions. Really? You had the weird problem with that game towards the end where you ran out of things to do with your souls? Really? I couldn't figure out, and Tarima has been playing this on his stream actually, and he has gotten a lot farther than I did, but I cannot figure out where I'm supposed to go, and I'm still relatively early in the game. I am completely stumped. I feel like I've been everywhere that I can physically get to, and I can't progress the game. Dear God, that sounds awful. Yeah, I don't think it's for me. It sounds like, is it meant to be like it's meant to be almost like a melee weapon. Scatter the mines as weapons as the weapon swings, causing plasma explosions. I don't know about that at all. I'm gonna stick with this current build because I kind of dig it. I just gotta remember that like the chain gun is like, I gotta get a little closer to my targets with it, or it'll ricochet. Because it's got a pretty crappy range. It's the only thing I don't like about it. So I may go back to the Scudder, but we can roll with this for a bit. Have I not beaten DS2? I have in the past. I've beaten it several times actually. I've got like close to 300 hours in it. And like, it's been so long. I mean, that was pretty close to release, and I can't remember anything about it. I've been through that game several times, and I mean, I guess probably it's been at least 8 years since I played it, so anything, I mean, I remember like little bits and pieces, especially like I was watching Tarima play the last time he did, and he really, I was like, oh, I vaguely remember this part. Oh, I kind of remember this boss, and he'll be like, okay, where do you go and how do you beat it? I'm like, I don't know. It is funny because it's like, going through it, it's like the one benefit to having a such a time range on my memory is that it's like I'm playing it for the first time all over again. So it's like all the nostalgia is kind of there, or the nostalgic feeling of like a brand new Souls game that I'm playing for the first time ever. I don't know if I would have the same, because I feel like I've got almost as many, if not more, hours in Dark Souls 3. I feel like I physically went through that game more times though. It's a lot more linear. Yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, that's the first of all, that's what she said, obviously. But it feels massive. And I definitely didn't make it very far on stream. Like, and I haven't played offline, obviously, because it was something I was doing on stream. But I just can't remember. I don't know. There's one place I feel like I could check, and I'll get to it. One of these days, like when I have more time to stream, I'm just gonna go through and like, I'm just gonna like look at my YouTube channel and look at all the games that I didn't finish yet, and then just beat them. We're just gonna go through a list of like completing my own started games. Unknown territory. Head deep into unknown territory to find the coral convergence. Eliminate your pursuer. It better not be Rusty. We're still trucking right along here in Chapter 4.
621. We're picking up where we left off. Now that you've dealt with the laser barrier, we can explore deeper.
Laser barrier.
We've received a request from Archibus to continue the advanced survey. There was something else, too.
Orders for Raven, Advanced Survey Squad. We've received some concerning information that an AC has been quietly following your trail.
I guarantee you it's the real Raven.
Unauthorized surveys that will put its coral interests at risk. If you spot this rogue agent, eliminate them.
It was Snail was the one I wanted to kill. That's why I took that mission, because I don't like Snail.
Remember that, 621.
So what the heck was the point of that? I should have just gone for the red guns. But I like the red guns. They're funny. Phase 2 is wild. Yeah, he really ramps it into overdrive for Phase 2. So I'm gonna guess that my pursuer is definitely that collective of ravens that we ran into before, whose call sign I stole from them, who I weirdly fit in with, according to them. I know who's following me. You know too, Ire. Don't play dumb.
Another mercenary?
No, because that was not a one and done thing. Guarantee it. I guarantee. Who remembers Cajun Cafe?
System. Activating combat
That was my
mode.
jam. That and Yan Can Cook on
Make your way down to the
on
next depth.
PBS. I think we just like took a time out. Like we were here already. Like did I leave here and come back? Did I just go down? That's what she said.
Something's jamming the radar. It must be interference from the active coral. Rely on your eyes and ears.
Now if Calmark was here, he'd be yelling at me.
Coral response from inside the creature. Watch out.
Looks like these guys got a taste of the cool too.
Ew. You're not supposed to eat it. Oh, why are there coral slugs?
Looks like they're out of commission now.
Hey, look.
Raven, I'm reading something behind us. It's getting closer.
It's my pursuer. Nope. That's not what I wanted. I have no idea what I picked up from that treasure chest. You're a simple man. You can deal with forward, backward, side to side. I am with you. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, side to side. Once things start flying, there's a y-axis.
Go deal with a mercenary who went in alone, they said.
No.
Figures. Seems both of us are too dangerous to keep around.
No.
And the higher-ups wouldn't miss an opportunity to kill two birds with one stone.
Rusty, don't do it. There's another way, man.
Rubicon still needs me.
Rusty.
So, buddy, who needs you? I don't want to dance to that tune, but this time, I don't have any other choice. I'm coming, buddy.
No, Rusty.
621. Make it through this alive. That's your job now.
Ah. I'm gonna level with you. I'm devastated.
You never change. You're not afraid to die.
Wing and a miss.
I know you can do better than that.
Ouchie.
This has been a real eye-opener.
Gosh, Rusty, you're so fast. Money drives me. Take that right to the face. Oh, he got it good. Just bail out, Rusty. Don't do it.
But this isn't over yet. Buddy. There's no graver threat than power without purpose.
You ignore summons, ashes of war, everything. Why game hard? Okay.
He's escaped.
Good job, 621. No need to pursue him. We have to keep pressing on.
Sorry about that. I had to say goodnight to the old children's as they're going up to bed. At a reasonable time tonight, too. Amazing. I'll wait for the ad break to be done here. We got a minute and 20 seconds. Somehow we've managed to defeat Rusty on the first attempt. He's not dead, as well he should not be. He's better than that. It's a pretty cool build. The chain gun is fun, but I'd like to go back. I mean, the scudder is good, but it's just, man, the rate of fire. It's not necessarily the rate of fire. It's the projectile speed is really low. Not really low, but low enough that like you get those mechs that are zipping around. You can't do anything for it. 30 seconds. I know everyone on YouTube right now is like, come on, just go. Oh, I want to watch what happens. It's okay, YouTube. You only just skip ahead 20 seconds. So much noise behind me. Hey, we're back. Okay. I wanted to respond. I wanted to wait till the ad break was over to respond to what you were saying about the Ashes of War and stuff. So I like the first time I went through. Good Lord. The first time I went through the game, I was like, you know what? I'm going to see what this game has to offer. I'm going to go through and just do. I'm going to use all the tools that the game gives me. So I'm going to use the ashes. I did some summons. I did a lot of. You know what I like to do a lot in Souls games in general is put my own summon sign down outside of boss arenas and help other people fight the boss. I think that's a noble thing to do. You know, I like to do that. It's a good, easy way to get souls if you win. But I like helping out other players in a way. I've never been one for invasions in any Souls game. Um, I've tried it out in Lords of the Fallen though. I want to try to see if I can make some things work with that because it's just fun and it's just another thing to do in Lords of the Fallen to keep it going. You know. The second time I went through, however, I definitely did it with no summons, and I didn't really struggle until Melania, and I spent, I spent a long time fighting her, probably in game time. I'm gonna say close to 10 hours, fighting her solo until I finally beat her, and it was, wow. I couldn't even react. I had been fighting her for so long, and I took several months of a break, because like one time I kind of like rage quit and was just like, ah, screw this. And then I just randomly decided when the DLC came out, actually, I was like, no, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go beat her. And then the problem I had really is that I went with like a two-handed strength build, and it does damage, but it's just very slow. I could not keep up with her, and I managed somehow to do it. And I had an audience at the time. I didn't stream it, but I did I Steam linked it to the TV because the kids were like, I was starting to swear. I was sitting here, I was starting to grumble and stuff, and I don't really swear, but I was just like under my breath, like, oh god, you know, and they're like sitting in the other room watching me and laughing at me, and I was like, you guys don't know what I'm dealing with in here. So I streamed it so they could watch me fight her a couple times, and on the third attempt, I made it to phase two because they didn't know that there was a phase two. So I got to share that. I got to see the surprise that came with finding out that a boss like that had a phase two. And then somehow on that attempt I ended up winning. And I stopped looking at the health bar, but I could hear them in the other room, the kids and my wife, like just like they were like they were doing all the, oh my god, oh jeez, oh, you know, like and then I got to phase two, and they were like, "Oh, you did it!" And I was like, "Oh yeah!" And I let the cinematic play, and they're like, "Oh my god!" Like there's more. And then they were seeing her come at me in phase two, and it was unreal. And then I was like, "I'm not gonna look at the health bar because the health bar is bait. If I get low, if I get her low, I'm gonna start making a dumb mistake." And I got to I I had a suspicion because like they were making a lot of noise in the other room watching me fight her, and then they got real quiet, and I'm like, uh-oh. I took a little peek. I was like, little peek, and she was really low, and but I was like, I'm not. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. And I hit her that last time, and she went down, and I was like, I'd been fighting her for so long that I was just like, oh my god, like. I remember fighting Isadora in Blasphemous. I go back and I look at that clip of me beating because like I feel like there are very few times that I can say that I've truly accomplished something in the gaming world, and beating Melania solo was definitely a big huge thing, especially with that build. But Isadora from Blasphemous was also on that same level, and I remember it was nothing like the reaction I had when I beat her, just like the overwhelming relief and like sadness too. Like when I beat Isadora, I was like legitimately sad that like she was dead. I was like, oh, I was like, worthy, worthy opponent. You will not be forgotten. You know, it's kind of how I feel about Rusty right now. I mean, this is a terrible turn of events. Restart mission. What do you mean? Oh, I forgot. I'm still playing the game. You need to look that up. I actually, I have just the win as a clip, but if here, you know what I'll do? I'll link a couple things in chat here that if you want to, I'm gonna plug my own stuff, which I don't like to do. In general, I feel like people should spend their time on entertaining people, not me. So I'm gonna link a couple things. So when I fought Isadora, it was um it was in two big chunks. I got to her, and then I fought her for about 2.5 hours, and then I had to stop, and I went back later. I think like the next day I went back and I fought her again, and it was what happened? What happened? I just like hit the wrong buttons here. There we go. So, and then this is the second part. This is when I streamed again, and I just fought her for another 2.5 hours. So it was a total of 5 hours, a little more than 5 hours to beat her. If you don't want to watch that, it's a 2.5 hour video. So I don't blame you if you don't want to watch that. So what I will do is also post the YouTube short. That's the short right there. I played Bassmas after they added the DLC. Yeah, I did. So she was an optional boss. I really, really liked her a lot. I thought she was like if you were gonna ask me what my favorite never fought this boss, yeah. The guy on the bridge. Oh, he was rough. I feel like I beat him relatively quickly, which was surprising because he was like the first. I think he was the first boss I fought that I was like, oh crap, like this is something here, you know. Um, but I ended up still kind of. I think I lucked out on him, and but when I got to Isadora, that was a whole other level. She was by far the hardest boss in the game, but my favorite boss from any game that I've ever played.
Bottom of the pit. Let's keep moving, Raven.
Ow!
It's close.
I can't see where I'm falling. I want to go through and play that game again. Blasphemous was so much fun, and I know I missed a ton of stuff.
Before the fires of Ibis.
A city?
Institute City.
I'm really far underground.
No wonder we couldn't find it. I need to prepare before the corps move in. Head back to base and rest up.
I'm starting to not trust Walter. I don't know what his deal is now. I feel like he does not have my best interest at heart. New head. Let's check it out.
Raven. I see them so clearly. The voices of the coral. My family.
It really was. You can see it a little better on the actual video, like how low my health was. It was very low.
Finally formed a new flock.
I had just used my last thing. You know what did it was the spell I used, that lightning. Yeah, that big slice at the end. It was.
Take a look, Raven.
I'm telling you, man, that was. In 5 hours, like I said, I fought that boss, and at no point was I like ever tilted, because every time I died, it was I knew what I had done. I was like, oh, I screwed something up, you know.
He abandoned his family to delve into the secrets of coral. His work yielded a carnival of horrors, augmentation surgery included.
I still have to. I haven't done Blasphemous 2 yet. I do really want to.
His colleagues' sins upon himself and set it all ablaze. Died with no regrets. There's a lesson in this story. once something's alive, it doesn't die easy. 621. Story time's over. It's time for work.
Haven't played Lies of P yet? Not yet, no. I've been holding off on it. Like, I kind of made the decision, like, alright, do I want Lords of the Fallen or do I want Lies of P? And I ended up going with Lords of the Fallen, and I don't regret it at all. I've heard, like, I keep seeing, like, things with Lies of P, and it does look fun, but, like, I don't know what it is about the game that I'm, like, hesitant on. That was every boss? Yeah, I've heard people say, I think that people who really like it are coming at it from a purely mechanical standpoint, which I think is important, but I'm playing for like aesthetic and just like general fun. It's objectively very good, but very different from Lords of the Fallen. Yeah, like when I look at the two, Lords of the Fallen has a lot more of what I'm looking for. It has the aesthetic that I crave that like I haven't really gotten since like early Dark Souls. And it's something that is missing from Elden Ring for me as well. Here's the new head. So I mean, more scan distance, actually. This might be a bit of a hit to the AP. A little more stability, less recovery, but I like the increase in stability. Not a bad head to change to. More interesting exploration, more interesting map. Yeah, it felt, it really had that Metroidvania feel to it that the early Souls games have, too. I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that about Lies of P. Yeah, I think that I'm not going to call it a bad game or it looks uninteresting. It doesn't, because that's not it. It just it doesn't have what I'm looking for in a Souls-like. Felt super linear. Yeah. You know, at the same time though, like I probably will try it at some point. It's one I'm going to get on like super sale at some point. Because I think it'll still be fun because I feel like what it kind of reminds me of is Tymesia, which I gotta be honest, when I first loaded up and started playing it, I was like, oh, I don't know if this is going to be the kind of game that I like, but I ended up having such a good time with Tymesia, and I think that mechanically it might be similar to that. Very interested to play DS3. I like DS3 a lot. I think Dark Souls 2 is always going to be very near and dear to my heart. I'm always going to be a Dark Souls 2 defender. You know, like DS3, so it is a bit that's where it suffers. It's definitely way more linear in terms of feel, but like the mechanics are really good. They're very smooth. There's some cool bosses in it. But yeah, you definitely don't have that same Metroidvania style map that you have from 1 and 2. And it comes from the fact that your hub is not connected to the map. So that's a big, it's kind of like, I guess, I haven't played Demon Souls yet, but I'm hoping for a PC port of that someday. Now the Metroidvania for the earlier games, yeah. Excuse me. I think that Demon Souls was that way. Like it seemed like when I haven't played it, but I've watched playthroughs, and it seems like it's the same kind of thing where it's a central hub that is removed from the main map, which I think Bloodborne might be like that too. I honestly don't know. I have not. These are games I've not been able to play, and I keep just I've got the copium for both of those games that they're going to end up on PC someday. But Dark Souls 3, I think the map and the locations are kind of a return to that format. I'm going to stick with the head that I have right now. I think if we're hurting for energy, we can switch back to that one. I've been talking a lot. I haven't been playing the game. Yeah, I don't think that Lies of P is going to be one that I stream. just because I feel like I'm not going to want to pursue it, if that makes sense. You know, like I feel like I'll have, I feel like if I have the long gaps in times that I stream, like I typically do, that like I'm going to lose interest really quick, and end up not finishing it on stream. And I don't really, I really. I really, it sticks in the back of my mind. Every time I start a game and don't finish it, it's always there in the back of my mind. Just trying